Okay, so let's have a conversation about the term pick me. We've all heard it, we've all seen it. You've probably cringed at the sight of watching someone play it out. Uh, but if you don't know, a pick me is basically someone who wants approval. 9 times out of 10, this person is usually a woman trying to get validation from men. And they do this by throwing other women under the bus. It's the classic, I'm not like other girls energy. We all know the lines. Oh, I don't do drama. Women are just too emotional. I get along better with men. Well, congratulations, sweetie. That's not actually a personality. It's internalized misogyny with a bow on it. Wanting validation isn't necessarily the issue. We all like to feel chosen. The problem is when being chosen requires distancing yourself from other women, devaluing women, or acting as if womanhood itself is the problem. That's not empowerment, that is you auditioning. Pick me behavior keeps harmful stereotypes alive, and it reinforces this idea that women are dramatic and needy or inferior, and that the good ones are the ones who don't act like women at all, which is wild considering that women are fucking women. It also wrecks solidarity. So instead of we're in this together, it turns into I'm better than her. That mindset turns workplaces, friendships, and communities into this weird competition that nobody asked to be in. And if we're going to be honest, when your self worth is tied to male validation, then it's fragile. If the attention disappears, then so does your sense of self. That's not confidence, that is anxiety in Louboutins. Now, we need to talk about the pick me mom because they are the absolute worst. This is where it gets very serious, where it actually gets dangerous. When a mother prioritizes the male validation over the safety, boundary, and common sense, her kids are the ones who pay the price. You ignore the red flags, you excuse the bad behavior. What you're doing is teaching your kids, especially your daughters, that their worth is tied into pleasing some guy. And that's not harmless, it's very dangerous. Our kids learn what love looks like by watching. And if love looks like self abandonment, they carry that lesson straight into their adulthood. Look, wanting to be loved is just a basic human trait. But sacrificing yourself or your children for male approval is not the move. Real confidence doesn't need to compete with other women. Real strength doesn't need to shrink itself so that it can be chosen. Authentic womanhood isn't about being different, it's about you being honest with yourself. It's about you having self respect. It's about you having healthy boundaries and lifting each other up instead of stepping on each other for crumbs of validation. If you're wanting to be chosen, then you need to be chosen by yourself first. Everything else after that gets healthier. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and hopefully, we can have a decent conversation about it.